TV KPM.
Hello, Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera and a very good evening. You're watching Sukses SPM 2021 with me, Syafiqah Farahin Razali. And on this lovely day, you're learning Bahasa Inggeris, the language that I'm speaking today. And our topic is Eco Quiz. To know more about this topic, we should invite our teacher. But before that, kids, I would like to remind all of you to please adhere to the SOP because we haven't won against COVID-19 and you always have to wear your mask when you leave your house, maintain a social distance of at least 1 meter between you and people around you, wash your hands frequently. If you don't have a water source, wear your hand sanitizer. All right, kids, before we go any further, our topic is Eco Quiz. So what is Eco Quiz? Eco stands for a lot. Economy, ecology, ecosystem. But today, what are we learning? What I know is we're learning about Mother Nature. And to know more about this, let's invite the expert for today. Teacher, you want to know more? Let's take a look at this profile. Be grateful, be humble and be smart. That is the motto for our teacher today. And please let me welcome teacher Nurhidayah from Sekolah Agama Menengah Bagan Terap. Yeah. Okay, hi teacher, how are you?
Hi Syafiqah, I'm fine, Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, it's very nice to have you today. And to know more about you, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, so my name is Nurhidayah binti Abu Hanip. I am currently teaching in Sekolah Agama Menengah Bagan Terap and I have 12 years of teaching experience.
Wow, teacher, 12 years, that is
much,
a long
actually.
time. I feel like your students must be very lucky to have you.
Thank
Can
you.
I ask a quick question? What
Oh, yeah,
motivates
sure.
you to be a teacher until 12 yeyears?
Yeah, well, teaching is my passion actually, so I love to teach my kids.
All right, there you go. Okay, teacher Nurhidayah with us in the studio. And right, kids, before we go any further, please let me ask our teacher what we're learning today, right? Okay, it's called Eco Quiz, teacher.
Yeah.
We had so many questions just now. Can you please explain what is the details of our lesson today?
So basically today we will learn something that related to our Form 4 textbook, which is Full Blast. So I hope that all of you are ready. So today we will actually do some listening activities and some speaking activities.
Wow, so there you have it. We already know today involves a lot of speaking and also listening, guys. So listening is very important. You can't just speak, you have to listen. And today, as I know, we're learning Form 4, Module 4 for our topic, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and we're going to go full blast just like the textbook. But before that, kids, let's first hear the opinions of our students for today's topic, right, teacher?
Yes.
And then, but before that, teacher, of course, as usual, we have to always practice our SOP. And in the studio, yes, we're maintaining a social distance here. And teacher, I would like to invite you to wear our hand sanitizer.
Sure.
For the purpose of hygiene. And okay. Perhaps before we hear more details about our topic for today from the students, maybe you can have a bit of an opinion of a sneak peek of what we're going to learn more.
Okay, so basically today we are focusing on our topic on Module 7, which is Mother Nature.
Okay, so we've had this lesson before, right, teacher?
Yes.
Okay, so before we go any further, before you guys find out what exactly is the details for our lesson, let's first take a break and hear the opinions of the students for our lesson for today. See you right back on Sukses SPM 2021.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Hello Hello kids, welcome back to Sukses SPM 2021, and today we're learning eco quiz. Such a unique topic for today. Usually it's always the topic of a lesson, but today we're learning eco quiz. So to know more about this, we have in the studio with us is teacher Nurhidayah Abu Hanip from Sekolah Agama Menengah Bagan Terat Selangor. Okay teacher,
Yes.
Before we start any lesson today, as usual on Success, we always have our 6 students with us today. So can I invite them together to join us? Hello, kids. Hi. Wow, everyone's looking dapper today. Can we have them to introduce themselves one by one? Perhaps we can have the first student. Okay, Nurul Aina, are you there? Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, Assalamualaikum and hello everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Nurhidayah Farina binti Kamaluddin. I'm from Sambagan Terap.
Okay, Nurul Aina, I have a very important question for you. What's your ambition? Can you tell me?
My ambition is to be a teacher.
Wow, teacher.
Inspired by teacher, maybe?
Yeah, you must have taken after teacher Nurhidayah, right? Okay, Nur Aina, thank you for that. Can we have the next student, Nurul Nadra? Hi.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hello.
Assalam.
My name is Nurul Nadra binti Muhammad Sufyan and I'm from Sekolah Agama Menengah Bagan Terap.
Okay, right. So these are your students, teacher.
Yes.
Can I know what do you want to be when you graduate?
I want to be an accountant.
Wow, accountant. Sounds big, but a very good ambition indeed, right, teacher?
Yes.
Okay, our next student is Khadija. Hello, Khadija. Can you introduce yourself?
Hello.
Hi.
Assalamualaikum. My name is
Assalam.
Khadijah Mariam binti Aizam and I'm from Sambagan Terap.
Okay, Khadija, what do you want to be when you're graduating school?
I want to be a lecturer.
Lecturer, wow. Okay, all right. Thank you for that, Khadija. Can we have next Siti? Hi, Siti.
Hi, and Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nora binti Basri from Sambagan Terap.
Okay, Siti. Okay. The ultimate question, what do you want to be when you finish school?
My ambition, same with Nadra,
Okay.
to be an accountant.
Wow, okay. We have 2 accountants in the house. Okay, all right. Next, can we have Nurul Hanani? Hello.
Hi, and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Hanani Hazira binti Kamal Zamai, and I'm from Sambagan Terap.
Okay, Nurul Hanani, tell me your ambition, please.
Just as Aina, I want to be a teacher.
Wow, okay. All right. Teacher as well. Okay, 2 teachers and 2 accountants. Who's next? Can we have last but not least, Muhammad Alif. Hello. And your ambition as well, Alif.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Alif Shakib bin Muhammad Ali. I'm from Sekolah Agama Menengah Bagan Terap. And I also want to be a teacher.
Wow. That means for today we have 3 teachers as well as our lovely teacher here, teacher Nurhidayah. Okay, all right. Students, are you ready to learn today's lesson? Can you give me a thumbs up, please? Okay, there you go. We see that students are ready, and I hope all of our viewers are also ready to learn today's lesson, which is Bahasa Inggeris Eco Quiz. And without further ado, the floor is yours, teacher.
Okay, so before we start our lesson, let us recite a prayer. But for non-Muslim out there, so you can recite, recite your prayer according to your beliefs. So,
Okay.
shall we have Adik Alisha to recite the prayer, to lead the prayer?
Okay.
A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Oh Allah, all praises and gratefulness for you. Peace be upon to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Oh Allah, please receive to our prayer. Please forgive us and our parents. Please them as they did to us since we were a child. Please, oh Allah, please open our heart and soul to receive your knowledge and guidance, to achieve your blessings and divine goals. Thank you, Allah. Amin ya Rabbal Alamin.
Ameen. Wow, I feel more energetic to learn
Yeah.
now. Thank you for that, Alif.
A future teacher to be, right?
Wow. Okay.
Okay, so let us move on. So today we will basically learn about eco quiz. I think everyone,
Is wondering.
yeah, what is that, right?
that?
So I
Yeah.
hope that you guys are ready. If you have the textbook with you, it will be very helpful. But if you don't have, it's okay. You can try to search from the digital platform.
Okay.
We have digital textbook actually.
Aha.
Okay, so let us move on. So remember that never stop learning because life never stop teaching. Okay, so basically this is for teacher's reference. Our learning standard here, the main skill is listening, where we have to understand independently, longer, simple narrative on a wide range of familiar topic. And we also have complementary skills, which is speaking, use formal and informal register appropriately in most familiar contexts. As for students, we are actually doing 3 activities of listening, and perhaps they could score at least 2 for each activities.
Okay.
So are you guys ready? How about you, Shafika?
I am very much, teacher.
Okay, let us move on to our first one, which is difficulties in listening activity. So let us ask our friends there. So do they have any difficulties when they are facing listening activities? So
Okay.
shall we start with Nadra? Would you like to share something?
For me, for my difficulties, I usually get distracted so easily by circumstances.
Wow, that seemed like me, teacher. I get distracted very easily.
Yeah. How about we hear the opinion from Aina Farina?
Aina.
Yeah, Aina?
My problem is I quickly forgetting what I have heard.
Sorry, you forget things that you have heard, right? Okay. And the last one, how about Shakir? Would you like to share something?
My difficulties in listening activities is I cannot understand the accent of some speakers.
Oh,
I
okay.
see.
So, I think the students out there, maybe you have difficulties in listening activities, right? So, basically for today, we will introduce to all of you out there and to us too about the listening activities focusing to examination.
Okay.
So, basically, I will not answer what I will not reflect on what they have shared with us. Maybe at the end of the session, after they finish our lesson for today, perhaps they could answer back and they will get their answer of their to respond on their difficulties just now.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so shall we start on our lesson?
Yes, but before that, teachers, let's remind our viewers out there, take out your pens, take out your pencils and your notebook as well. Maybe a piece of paper is just good to write down your notes because it's important today, because for those of you who have difficulties in listening, so please pay attention, right, teacher?
Yes, you can take some notes and if we have questions, so you can try it out, okay?
Okay, teacher, let's proceed.
Let's us move to the first activity, which is our warm-up session. So, in this activity, we have to listen to the recording. So, these animals are in danger. So, we have to find out why. Okay. So, before we move on to the audio, so I have the text here. Whenever you get a text or a question from your teacher, make sure you read the question first. Okay? So, I give you some time. Please read the question silently.
Okay.
Okay, there's only 5 questions there. So make sure you read all the questions to make sure that you know what are the contents of each question.
Okay.
Okay, so are you guys ready?
Are you guys ready?
So let us
right.
start with our first audio.
Okay.
These animals are in danger. Find out why below.
1. Hotter summers and colder winters are making it difficult for this monarch butterfly to survive.
2. People are destroying the forest where the mountain gorilla lives.
3. Large areas of ice where the polar bear hunts for food are melting.
4. Tourists are disturbing the leatherback sea turtle which lays its eggs on beaches.
5. It's illegal, but people still hunt the tiger for its skin.
Okay, so that's the end of our audio. So let us check our answers.
Okay.
So are you guys ready?
Yes, let's see the answers.
Yay. Okay, let's take a look on the first one. Let me read for you. Okay, hotter summer and colder winters are making it difficult for this monarch. So what's the answer? To survive. So how
Ooh,
about...
would like to try, teacher.
Okay.
Okay, can we ask one of the students to
Yeah.
try?
Anyone would love to try?
I see.
Okay, Hadijah.
Okay, Hadijah.
Okay, please Hadijah, what is the answer?
Butterfly.
Butterfly. Are you
Okay.
sure? Yes. So the answer is
Correct.
butterfly, but make sure the spelling is correct. Butterfly.
With 2 T's.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not butter and fly, it's butterfly.
Okay, so
Okay.
together, no space, right?
No space. Make
Okay.
sure the spelling is correct. Okay, I'll do the second one.
Okay, sure.
People are destroying the forest where the mountain lives. So let us guess the answer. So I'll show you the picture. What is this? This is gorilla.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Was that correct, students?
Yes, okay.
They're nodding.
You're nodding. Which do you want to try, Shafika, on the
Sure.
third one?
Of course, I've got my notes
Oh,
here.
yeah.
Okay, so the third one, large areas of ice where the polar bears hunts for food are melting.
So let us
that
check
correct?
the answer. Correct. But how about the spelling?
Okay, let's see this polar
Yes.
bear.
Is it correct?
Yes, teacher, except that I think I heard polar bears, but it was
Oh,
mistaken.
okay,
Just one, right, teacher?
Okay. But make sure we have to listen carefully. Is it with plural or
Singular.
singular?
Okay.
Okay. How about the fourth one? So anyone would like to try? How about we choose Aina? You want to try Aina?
Okay, I know. What's your answer?
Yes. Okay, please.
My answer is turtle.
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 So let us check. Yes, correct. It's turtle. How about the spelling? Is it correct?
Turtle.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
Thank you, Aina.
Good job. Okay, the last one. It's illegal, but people still hunt for. What's the answer? It's tiger. Wow.
That's so sad, teacher.
Yeah, it's so sad because people are still hunting for its skin. Okay, so the answer is tiger. So
hopefully the kids had everything right.
that's a good job, everyone.
Good job. Okay, right, teacher. I would like to ask a question. For this segment where you have to listen to improve your listening skills,
Yes.
that means they have to listen and make sure they spell it correctly.
Yes.
What happens to the marks if the spelling isn't correct?
Oh, cool. Basically, if you spell it
Differently?
differently, you will not get a mark. So
I
make sure
see.
you spell according to the word that's supposed to be there, the answer.
I see.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, teacher.
Okay, let us move on to our next one.
Okay.
Okay, because we have heard about this word, which is endangered, so I would like to share with you about the words endangered. So it is used especially for groups of animals, plants, and others at risk or no longer existing. So I give you some examples here. 40% of primate species are highly endangered. These orangutans are critically endangered to the habitat loss. It's quite sad, right? What
Yes.
happened to our mother nature. And what become worse is what has happened to Malaysia. I want to show to all of you out there one of the most precious animals, which is this one.
What is that?
It's a tiger. It's quite sad, right?
Yes, teacher.
So this article I took from Berita Harian Online on 30th April 2021. The title is Pemaisuri Rimba Penyelamat Harimau Belang Pupus.
Okay.
And what just I want to raise awareness here is this one. In 2014, the tiger population was estimated at 250 to 340. But between 2016 and 2020, the first large-scale national tiger survey in Central Forest Fund showed that the number of these mammals declined to less than 200.
Oh no.
Oh, it's quite sad, right?
That's a big difference, teacher.
Yeah.
Almost half of the number
in only
initially.
6 years. Can you imagine? So, let us
Yes.
move on to our next question. So, as a Malaysian or as a responsible citizens, what should we do? We have to do something, right?
Right.
So,
Because if we don't do anything, teacher,
Yes.
who else will do it?
yes. Okay, how about we ask our friends here? How can we protect our mother nature?
Right, teacher, and we'll leave that a bit hanging.
Yes.
And perhaps for you, those out there, maybe you can brainstorm some ideas how
Yes.
we can actually protect our mother nature and see if it matches with our answer after this. But before we go on further, let's take a break on Success SPM 2021. We'll see you right back.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Hello, welcome back to Sukses SPM 2021, and you're still with me learning about Bahasa Inggeris on Eco Quiz. And we've talked a bit about the topic, but to know more and to dive further into what entails in this very topic, we'll go further with teacher Nurhidayah. And still with us on the line is our students at the back here from Sekolah Agama Menengah Bagan Terap, Selangor. And before that, teacher, I would like to remind all of you, please practice your SOP, right? We haven't won against COVID-19. Please practice washing your hands frequently and wear your hand sanitizer, wear your mask, and maintain a social physical distance of at least 1 meter, kids. All right, so without further ado, teacher, let's continue.
Let us continue to the question. So, how can we protect our mother nature? So, I want to hear some opinion from our friends here.
Okay.
So, who wants to start first?
Can we have a volunteer first? Maybe
you want
raise
to
your
choose?
hand.
Oh, you're okay. Please raise your
I want
hand.
to see who's brave here. Please raise your
Okay,
hand.
please raise your hand.
Okay, there.
Okay.
Who is that, teacher?
All right. Okay, Hadijah.
Aina.
Hadijah.
Is that Aina?
Oh, Aina. Okay, Aina.
For me, we can reduce our plastic bags because, as we know, plastic cause of environment pollution and harmful to wildlife and human health.
Okay, so you are
Okay.
reducing the usage of plastic bag, which is very good. Yeah, I'm about to ask why. So she already
Yes, she
mentioned
has
that.
a very complete answer there.
Yes,
And
that's
not
good.
only plastic bags, teacher, maybe straws as well, right?
Yes.
That is the effort being done by our government, actually. I hope all of you are adhering to that and practice using
Yes.
paper straws, right, teacher?
Yeah.
Okay. Next,
Okay,
can we have
next.
Khadijah, who's been very quiet?
Yes, Hadijah. Would you like to
Yes.
share?
As a student, we can recycle our previous exercise book. It'll help to produce the cutting trees.
So that means don't throw away the books, but recycle, right,
Yes,
Khadijah?
that's correct.
Okay.
Okay, good job. How about we listen to another opinion of it? Okay, who wants to try? Okay, Shaki.
Shaki.
Okay, please.
I ride the same motorcycle with my friend to go to school for reducing the risk of air pollution.
Wow.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Do you do that, Shaki? Do you already do that? Yes. Okay, he's just smiling there.
Okay, so our friends actually has shared something good here, actually, right?
Yep.
But I know these actions maybe it is just a small action, but if you do it consistently, it's actually helping our Mother Nature.
Right, teacher.
Yeah. Who else will protect our nature?
Yes,
we are the only one.
Exactly, teacher. And just because we are doing it alone, sometimes we feel like we're doing it alone. But actually, teacher, everyone else might be doing it.
Yes.
And because we feel like we're doing it alone, sometimes we stop doing it.
Yeah.
So that's not good. Just keep on doing it. And believe me, a lot of people will follow, right, teacher?
Yes.
Set a good example. Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Okay, I hope you guys out there, we try our best to protect our Mother Nature. Okay, let us move on to this word because we are talking about eco just now. Okay. This is actually what I've been sharing with you. Okay, eco-friendly means not harmful to the environment. So eco means an abbreviation of ecology, which is the system of the relationship between the environment and the living thing. So it should be balanced.
I see.
Okay, so what we have here is eco-friendly lifestyle. Just like what our friends shared just now, it is eco-friendly lifestyle. So what we have here, we can plant seeds. Okay, we can stop food waste. And then we have 3R, which is recycle, reuse and reduce. That's correct. And the last one is educate. What our Ministry of Education had done is a very great job because we want to raise the awareness among the kids to make sure that we are protecting our Mother Nature. Okay. So in our textbook, I would like to share something here, which is eco-scientists are trying to come up with ideas to introduce environmental friendly products into our life. Why they are doing this is because everybody buys and uses a variety of products every day without giving a lot of thought. So each of these products affect the environment somehow through the way it is made, used, or disposed.
Okay.
So you can refer this one from our textbook, which is in page full blast in page 104. So I already showed here. So these are the eco-friendly product that had been done from not Malaysia,
but everywhere, some parts of the world.
Okay, so what they have in our textbook is the first one is eco-friendly shower head. So it has shower head and also the light. There's a light there.
What's the function of that, teacher?
So it will help you when usually sometimes we take shower but the light is not enough, right? So the light will help you to help
clean. Clean yourself. Basically. Okay, so the next one is our mobile phone with sunflower seeds. It's quite interesting, right? It is.
So everyone are keeping on trending, right? So everyone wants to buy new phones, and what happened to our old phones? So they come up with something here. So it's trendy, from phone to flower. So in the phone, there's a seed, a sunflower seed. So if you don't want your handphone anymore, so you just need to plant it, and it grew a beautiful sunflower.
Oh wow, that's the first time I'm hearing it. It's very interesting.
It's actually from the textbook. If you want to read more, so you can refer to page 104. Okay, kids?
For our full blast textbook.
Yes.
Okay.
And the last one is Trendy Junkie, which is from so it's created recyclable handbags. So it's come from old car number plates. But this happened in USA, not in Malaysia. Okay.
Teacher, sometimes I see people use car plates as accessories as well for designs and everything. Yeah, it's becoming a trend in Malaysia as well.
And you should imply that.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so this is the things that I want to show you about eco-friendly products. Okay, so we move on to our activity. Okay, why we are sharing about all this? Because when we want to listen or having a listening activity, we have to prepare ourselves with enough vocabulary. Because we know how to spell the words, we know how it's being pronounced. So all these are for your preparation. Okay, so let us move on to our next listening activity. So please listen with your heart. So are you guys ready? So before we move on to the activity, wait for a while. I'll have here some words that might come out in the audio. So, are you guys ready?
So it's not all the words, teacher, just some of it.
Yeah, maybe some of it.
Okay.
Okay, so we look at the first word, which is smoke. So what is it? Okay, I'll do the first one. Maybe the kids can do, let's say, the next question. So smoke means a form of air pollution, a mixture of smoke and fog. Okay, how about acid rain? Anyone wants to try acid rain? Kids?
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Who wants to try?
Hanani, do you want to try? What is... Oh,
I think Khadija raised her hand.
Hadija being so active today.
Yeah, suddenly very active.
Yeah. Okay, Hadija. Okay, what is the...
Acid rain that contains harmful chemicals.
Yes, let us check. Is it correct? Yes, that is correct.
Good job.
Okay, how about fuels such as coal or oil that was formed from parts of dead animals or plants? Okay. How about you guys out there? Tried it. Okay, and let me show the answer.
Okay.
It is fossil fuels. Okay.
Next,
do you want to try, Shafika?
Of course.
For unwanted materials in all forms that can cause harm.
Unwanted material, I think that would be biodegrade. Is that it? Or is it toxic waste? Because it can cause harm. That means it's toxic.
Yeah, let us check the answer.
Okay, I hope I'm right.
Correct.
My second answer was right.
Waste. Okay, how about an escape of oil into the sea or other body of water? Who wants to try?
Which of the students wants to try?
Okay, how about Hanani?
Hanani.
Hanani quite silent today.
The answer is oil spill.
Oil spill, are you sure? Let's check. Yes, correct.
Oil spill.
Obviously, the last one is
the last answer.
Biodegrade, which is to change back to the nature state that will not harm the environment.
Right, teacher. I agree with, don't you agree with me if we say that these things, it doesn't look nice because one, it's just harmful and it's not something that we like to have around us.
Yes.
But it looks very uncomfortable, such as an oil spill. Sometimes you go to the sea and there's so many
oil spill
and you're just like, you cannot go into that water because it's dangerous.
And it's quite dangerous for, just like
unpleasant to the eye.
Unpleasant to the eyes, the smell.
Yes.
And it will kill the marine too.
Yes, and that should be enough to motivate anyone out there to help clean the environment together. Right, teacher?
Okay. So I hope we all have to do some, take some action to, I think this is too much for me.
Yes, it's disturbing.
We have to do something. We have to take an action. It's okay, maybe the smallest action, but give you the biggest impact.
Right, teacher.
Okay.
Okay, teacher, this was our second listening activity. Okay, and we'll go to the third one, is it? Third listening.
This is the second one first.
Okay. So to go further on this, teacher, and for the students online as well as out there watching our show, please stay tuned because we're going to discover more on this topic, which is Eco Quiz. So we'll be right back on Sukses SPM 2021. I'll see you then.
Didik TV KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Hello kids, welcome back to Sukses SPM 2021 and you're still with me and Cikgu Nurhidayah in the studio today. We're learning about Eco Quiz and today's aspect of learning is focusing on listening and also speaking. So we're still on listening, teacher.
Yes.
Before I go any further, let's start with the lesson, continue with the lesson.
Okay, I hope that you guys are ready. So we are continuing with our second audio. So make sure that you have read the question first, and then we listen to the audio. Make sure that you marking on the right answer. So are you guys ready? Yes. Let's move on.
Okay. So we have the audio right
Welcome
now.
back. It's time for the answers to last week's quiz. Jenny is here with me to reveal all. Let's see how you did at home. It was quite tricky, Jenny.
It certainly was. Let's get cracking with the first question. How long does it take for a plastic bottle to biodegrade? What do you think, Tom?
I think they take forever. So I say 5,000 to 10,000 years.
Well, plastic bottles have only been around for 50 years, so we don't know for sure. But scientists believe that it will take a lot more than 500 years, even as much as 1,000. It also depends on where it's left for all that time.
I see. Maybe I'll get the next one right.
OK, question 2 was about the amount of oil that can be recovered after an oil spill.
I hope the answer is more than 60%, but I doubt it is.
I'm afraid it isn't, and it's much less than half. In fact, they would be very lucky if they cleaned up 15%, and usually it's much less than that.
And the rest of the oil?
It is absorbed by the environment, killing marine life and seabirds. They try to use chemicals called dispersants to help break down the oil, but many people believe these can do more damage than the oil itself.
It's always very sad to see an oil spill. What about the next question?
Question 3 was, what will the global population be in 2050?
I know this one. At present, the world population is about 7.5 billion, but it will rise even more to about 10 billion in 2050.
That's correct. And scientists consider overpopulation to be one of the worst environmental problems. Just how many human beings can this planet support?
Absolutely. And this is linked to the next question. How much water is there on the planet? There must be less than the amount that existed 1,000 years ago because of overpopulation, am I right?
Not exactly. It's important to understand what exactly is going on. You see, there is the same amount of water on Earth as there has always been. Apart from a few astronauts taking a tiny bit on space journeys, water stays on the planet in some form. However, because of issues such as pollution and overpopulation, there is less of it available to drink.
That was a tricky question.
Maybe it was.
Okay, so I hope all of you are ready for the answers.
Okay.
Yeah, so let us check our answers. So I hope...
Can you show them on screen, right?
Yeah, you can show your answers on screen. Okay, so for the first one, how long does it take for a plastic bottle to biodegrade? So the answer is... Can you show me the answers?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, most of you answered B. So let us check. Yes, correct. Well, it will take a lot more than 500 years, even as much as 1,000 years. Okay, so let's move on to the second one.
Okay.
After an oil spill, how much of oil is usually recovered? Okay, let's take a look. The answer is A.
Did everyone get that right?
Is that right? Yeah.
Everyone agrees?
Can you show me the answers? Nora showed me. Yes, good job. So why? Because they would be very lucky if they clean up 15%, and it's usually less than that. Okay, number 3. What will the global population be in 2050? Well,
what's the answer?
What's the answer?
Maybe perhaps you can show me first. Okay, raise your papers.
Okay, C. It's C. C.
Hanani.
Okay, let's check. Yes, correct.
So
Why?
you guys are correct.
Yes, it's rise even more to about 10 billion in 2050. Okay, the last one. How much water is there on the planet? Okay, how about you? You want to try, Shafika?
Okay, I think the answer is A, teacher. Less than 1,000 years ago. Is that correct?
Okay, how about we ask our kids out there?
Do you guys agree with me, or do you have a different answer?
Okay, so can you show me the answers?
Okay, get your papers up.
Okay, A. B,
B?
C. Oh, okay.
A lot of different answers there.
Yeah. Okay, let us check the answer. It is. You're sorry, it's same amount.
I see.
Yeah, why? There is the same amount of water on Earth.
Okay.
The changes are only polluted or the water, the fresh water.
The fresh water. That means it's not just the end part that you should listen. It's the whole audio.
Yes, you have to listen to the whole audio and then you make decision.
Okay, teacher.
So let us move on to our listening part, which is we are focusing to SPM. So actually our listening paper is paper 4. The code is 1119/4. It's quite important actually. No, it's really important, sorry. Okay, it's involve listening skills. It has multiple choice questions, which is MCQ, and also short answer questions. So there are 4 parts, and the total mark here is 30 marks. Okay, so each part has different kind of questions. So let's move on. The skills are understanding and applying. So time allowed, it's only 40 minutes. So you are sitting in the examination hall. The teacher will play the audio for you, and you have to answer it properly. Okay, so each listening text is heard twice, but for our session today, we will not play it twice, okay? Because it will take a longer time.
Right, teacher, sorry, just a quick question. Just now we did the listening part. We looked at the text first and then we heard the audio.
Yeah.
Will that same steps will be applied during the examination?
Yes.
Oh, so they're given the text first and then the audio. Oh,
so usually you will get the paper first. Okay, let's move on to my next step, which is you have to read the instruction and the text. It helps you to become familiar with the text. So make sure when you get a paper, examination paper from your teacher or your someone who are invigilate you later on. So you have to prepare yourself when there's a time for you to read. So you have to read the instruction, the question to make you familiar with the text and the content. Okay, so the next one, please take note. This is quite important. Please inform if you have any issues or problem before the audio starts. Because if the audio starts, so there will be a problem. And the last one is focus. Pay your fullest attention while listening. So your mind, your ears, and everything
needs to be alert.
Okay, so let's move on to our part 1. We are doing part 1 later on. So this is the sample. Question 1 to question 7, it has 7 questions. So you will hear people talking about 7 different situations. So 1 question, 1 situation. And you will hear the recording twice, as I told you. So please listen properly and mark or write the answer. And then check your answer for the second time. Okay, if you did not get the answers on the first time audio being played, so make sure you jot down something there.
Okay.
So it will help you later on if you have time, and then you can write the answer on the paper, right?
That means the audio will be played only once?
Twice.
Twice, okay.
Okay, and the last one is, it's only ABC's choice. So make sure in the first part, it has ABC, 3 option multiple choice. In second part, it has A, B, C, D choices. So make sure don't get confused.
Okay, teacher. All right.
So are you guys ready for our last activity?
I am.
Okay, make sure, please write your answers. Okay, so we will hear people talking in 5 different situations. For question 1 to question 5, choose the best answer for A, B, or C. Okay, so are you guys ready? So I hope you guys out there are ready. And we will listen to our last audio.
Listen. You will hear people talking in 5 different situations. For questions 1 to 5, choose the best answer A, B, or C. 1.
Good morning, dear.
Morning, Mum.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
What did you just put in that bin?
My rubbish?
That's the recycling bin, you know.
Really? I thought it was the big blue one.
It's an easy mistake to make. Take out your food scraps.
All right.
Two.
Did you see that documentary last night?
Yes, wasn't it awful?
I know. Just imagine what it's like where we live. There are loads of factories around here.
You're right. They're working day and night pumping out poisonous fumes.
And where do they end up?
In the atmosphere.
Exactly. And when it comes down, it's not only the trees that it harms. Think about the buildings and the ancient ruins.
We should start a campaign to close down the factories. What do you think?
You reckon? I suppose it can't hurt to try.
3.
So, let's have a look at your invention, Andrew.
It's over here.
Wow, impressive looking. Does it work?
Well, I took it out to sea yesterday and it worked fine.
Does it need to be in water to work?
I don't think so. As long as it's sunny, it works perfectly. It doesn't really work very well when it's windy, though.
Will that be a problem?
I hope not.
4.
Hi, Claire. How was your science lesson?
It was pretty interesting, actually.
You're kidding.
I know, it's hard to believe. We're doing a big project about the environment, and today we learnt about fossil fuels. Mr. Walker told us that it takes millions of years to create fossil fuels, and we're using them up a lot faster than they're being produced. What will we do when there are none left?
We should use alternative energy, really.
That's what we're learning about in the next lesson. 5.
You have a lovely house, Marcia.
Thanks. Let me show you the kitchen.
Nice.
Well, I think it could do with a few new things. The oven is the same one that was here when I moved in. I need to change that. The fridge and the washing machine are quite new. My brother gave them to me when he moved house.
Did he give you this dishwasher too?
No, that's the only thing that I've bought recently. It was quite expensive, but it uses much less water than other similar models.
That's good.
Well, I like to think I'm doing my bit for the environment.
Yes, and you have a lovely view of the garden from here.
Okay, teacher, now that we've heard that audio, perhaps because we don't have so much time today, perhaps you can reveal the answers.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So make sure that you guys check your answer, okay? So number 1 is A, number 2 is B. So in the circle, there's a reason why the answer, okay? Number 3 is B, number 4 is A, and number 5 is B.
So from here we can see that it's important to write down the notes that you hear from the audio and then make a decision, right, teacher?
Yes, correct.
Okay, before we end the program today, teacher Nurhidayah, perhaps a few words for our students out there and also our students online.
So perhaps everyone have learned something today. So basically, don't worry if we have problem on listening activities at first. We need a lot of practices, and please take care of our nature because we need them. So it's a balance between their life and our lives too. So we should love them.
Yes, teacher.
Please take care.
Of course, everyone. Please take care since we're still in this pandemic and we still haven't won, right, teacher? And of course, small efforts make a huge difference. And for those of you out there, I hope you all have digested and absorbed all the lessons for today. And before we go further, I would like to thank the students online. Thank you for joining us today. You were a great help. And teacher Nurhidayah, thank you for sharing all the knowledge with us today. All right, kids, we'll be here at the same time tomorrow on Sukses SPM 2021. I'll see you again. Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera, and bye.
Bye. Assalamualaikum.
Didik TV KPM.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I'm going to share with you some tips on listening during the exam. I know that some of you might face these kinds of problems. You don't have enough time to answer the question, and some of you might have difficulty to understand the language. So what can you do? First, you need to go through the questions before the recording starts. Second, you need to underline any keywords or informations. Number 3, As you listen, you need to look at the pictures carefully and try to write down any notes or information that you hear. Last but not least, it is very important for you to keep calm during the exam. Okay? Thank you.
Hi, this is Mr. Hanip. So when we talk about listening skill, it is one of the skills that we need to also master when we are learning English language. So most students have trouble to actually understand what they are listening to due to the lack of vocabulary. So vocabulary is really important. So how you can improve that is by knowing the meaning of the words that you don't know, and also try to figure out how the words are being actually pronounced by the English people, because we are learning the language, so we need to know how exactly the words are being pronounced and try to understand the meaning. So that's how we can improve. And my hopes to SPM candidates 2021 is for you to start to study early, do your revision, and I hope that you are going to do well for your SPM. Okay, good luck.